Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your monthly reading. Great to see everyone again. Just a reminder that you can always use this for your sun, your rising, and for your moon. With that in mind, let's go straight into your channeled information this month. As I meditated on your sign, also chose a deck of cards, one thing came into my mind, and that was sort of the double line in the highway. And it's about limits. Things where you know there's a boundary that you shouldn't cross or that you don't want people to cross. So your channeled information is just that. And limits is not actually a bad piece of information to come through. Sometimes we see that and we think, well, I don't want limits, I want flexibility. Limits can also be about boundaries, about expressing what works for you, what doesn't work for you. Observing other people's boundaries as well and respecting their comfort zones. So really pay attention to not assuming that any boundaries can be crossed without asking permission, and likewise not assuming that people know your own personal boundaries. So setting up expectations at the beginning of a business engagement, a relationship, or a contract. This is really what's important this month, okay? Let's take a look now at your cards and see what additional insights come through for you. As you know, each month I like to start off with channeled information, pull a full Celtic cross, and then look at health, wealth, love, and destiny. I have another card in between that which I call the catalyst, and I'll be pulling that in just a second. This catalyst card is what ties everything together and also shows one of the other areas that you need to focus on. I look at this as one of two bookends in the reading, the other one being the destiny card. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, or just the wheel is associated with this card, and I like the wheel because it shows that things should be moving forward for you, particularly in the area of money and work. So if there's been any stagnation, or if you felt like it was going in the wrong direction, you were paying more than you were making, or that it was taking a long time to get things done, the momentum is moving around for you. There is the number 26 on this, so I really associate it with the end of the month. But I do see forward momentum. Be a little bit patient as the month kicks off and as you get through the retrograde and the shadow. Towards the end, though, things are looking very, very good for you. As we look now at all of the cards, the center card is the Earth Mother, which is the Empress. She's reversed, which again is showing that need to, for some of you, wanting to see things come to fruition. It's a card of fertility. It's still there with this card, and it's a bountiful card, but there are definitely some delays at the beginning of the month. So be patient, keep working hard, keep on track of everything, even if the deadlines or the speed that things are happening aren't quite exactly what you wanted. I still feel like you're tracking towards your ultimate goal. The reversal of this card is speaking to wanting to avoid anyone in your life that might be trying to control or manipulate you or make you doubt yourself. Be strong, take control back, and remember, it's about limits. You can say no to that kind of person in your life. And that's really what this moon card is about. Stepping away from your fear, embracing what you need and what you want. This is about your deepest desires, not just your fears. It also is a card that is showing you that you can tap into some of this. For those of you that are artists or just very creatively inclined, you can tap into some of that frustration or that tension and pull it into your art. You're definitely going to have some inspiration towards the beginning of the month, even if the ultimate execution or delivery isn't going to happen until the end. As I look at what's affecting you coming into the month, there may be some situations where it's time for you to cut your losses. This could be ending a contract, walking away from a relationship that you've really put a lot of energy into, but you've decided, I just can't trust this person. So follow your heart. You'll know whether or not it's worth fighting for, but the way this card is looking is there might be some second thoughts already. So if that's the case, it's okay to walk away. Sometimes things need to just unravel before you can make sense of it. As I'm looking at your energy coming into this month, we have the Horned God, which is an expression of the Emperor in this particular deck. But what I like about it is it shows your ability to gather forces and to be very, very strong and effective when it comes to your leadership skills this month. So if there is someone that's making you doubt your ability to lead, this card is reminding you you have the ability to do what you want. You notice he has a bow. Whenever I see a bow and an arrow, it is about focus, and that's the only thing that could be working to your detriment. If you're looking at all of these different things on your plate, or if a lot of people are kind of vying for your attention, you're going to have to decide who is the most important and who has your best interest at heart. Partnerships are fantastic for most of this month. It's your crowning card. This is a time to really go deeper into love relationships, personal relationships, and in the area of business, you could really strengthen accounts and existing relationships. Take a break. This card is showing that towards the middle of the month, you might have an opportunity to do so. Take it if it comes up. If your boss says leave early, leave early. If there's unused vacation days on the calendar and you need to get some of those used before the end of the year, don't wait until December. Do it now. This is a great time for that. I feel like some of you need to get out and exercise a bit more or to move a bit more. When I see the Fool in reverse or the Green Man in reverse, it's showing stagnation and sitting too much. So if you have a job where you're behind a computer quite a bit or on the phone all day, I want you to really do what you can to walk more and make sure that you're getting ample exercise. And this is also a card that says be flexible. Don't be sort of stuck in your ways. Money matters this month. It's money and time. I feel like you have enough, but you're really going to have to figure out what is worth spending, where you're going to spend your time and energy. So again, if you're being asked too much, if you're being asked at work to put too many hours in, or if you're overspending with your luxury items this month, this card is saying bring it into balance. You have the resources. You have to be smart about it. As we look towards the end of the month, and also in your hopes and fears, there may be some frustration because, like I said, this is around the end of the month that you start to see the fruits of your labor. But the first 2 or 3 weeks, you might be wondering, why are we working so hard? It feels like there's a lot of busy work. Don't give up, stay focused. And if you do that, I believe that things are going to end in a positive note. The end of the month could be a little bit trying emotionally. There could be some expectations that maybe you have very high expectations of a person in your life, whether it's a parent or a lover. It's an intimate relationship of some sort. They could let you down. I want you to remember they're human like the rest of us, and decide how much of your time and energy you want to put into that, because with this moon card, it could be a little bit tricky. You could end up in an argument or a disagreement. Try to find your way back to what you have in common with this person, and remind them that you're on the same page and that you're on the same team, because really this is what the main energy of this month is teamwork. More energy and more accomplishment through team energy. I'm not seeing a need for a lot of conflict. In fact, if there was anyone, again, I'm encouraging you to walk away from that. Let's now expand your forecast. We'll start with health, and then we'll move along to wealth, love, and destiny. Your health card, which includes mind, body, and spirit, is all about divine healing this month. It says honor your sensitivity, retreat, recharge, and heal. Your light can support others. That really is what this Four of Swords card is saying. Take care of yourself, take care of your heart. Notice the same green energy throughout both of these. And it's important to take care of yourself first. As I said, successful people are rested people, contrary to what we've seen in movies. If you don't have a good night's sleep and you aren't in a place of patience and well-being, then it's hard to see things from a place of impartiality and to make great decisions. So rest, take care of yourself. If you're a leader, make sure your team is doing the same. Now let's take a look at your wealth card. Your wealth card is not only money, but opportunity. And what I'm sensing for this, we have intuition. I really want you to be able to follow your gut on this. Don't let other people talk you out of it. The card was reversed. So much like not an empress, but much like a high priestess or a magician in reverse, this is saying don't be led astray. You know exactly what to do with your money, with your job, and with your career. So be wise, take care of it, and know that you and only you can make the right decision here, okay? One thing that I do see with this is to think of how your decisions affect other people. So if you are making a big decision over money, know that there are ramifications and that you need to be thinking of the long-term effects, especially if you're the head of a household, etc. Now let's take a look at your love situation, which includes all relationships, whether you're single or married. see what the main message is for love. Actually, we'll take right off the top on this one. Miracles and blessings. So if things have been at a standstill, expect things to shift towards the positive. If you've been having a negative situation with a loved one or a coworker, allow for a shift to happen. Believe that things can change. And it says here, everything has its gift. The other thing is, if you do need to walk away from someone, because I want to address this card that I see in the deep past, even this is okay. You can move past it, is what this is saying. So if you've been in a really abusive situation or a really disheartening situation, this is actually okay. Moving away from it is going to bring you into a place of strength and shift your life towards a better outcome. So now let's look at your destiny card. This is your trajectory, the other bookend that I was speaking about. If you like it, good, and if you don't, you can adjust it. We have a fox card here, which I like because it shows a lot of wisdom and a lot of keen instinct, but what you want to do is be careful of people around you, because stay grounded. That's why we see this attached to earth. And remember, if there's someone in your life that's a little bit tricky, particularly a coworker, a boss, or an authority figure, it can be a parent or a guardian, you don't want to try to manage up, so to speak. Assume that they know everything that's going on, and in your life you should be the one that's also acting like the fox. Try to anticipate moves of everyone in your life right now. Be careful about who you trust this month as well with the fox card. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's just really go more on instinct and intuition this month, and if something doesn't seem right, it probably isn't. All right, now let's do a quick review of everything so that you can get a keen idea of what's been going on this month. And I know I cover a lot, so this helps people. Your main information that came through as channeled was to put up limits, to express yours and observe other people's. Don't make any assumptions. When in doubt, question or verbalize. Your catalyst card this month was showing really good momentum, but momentum that's going to build slowly and crest towards the end of the month. As we look at the cards, remember there might be a little bit of a power struggle going on. That's why the limit card is really important. And it's also important that you don't hide behind fear here. You've got to bring it to the surface. You have a lot of good things going for you this month, though, with the Six of Cups, showing me that you have a good ability to work through problems and challenges. And also with the Horned God, which is an Emperor card, this shows me that you can rally the forces if you need to. Four of Swords, rest, take care of yourself. Same thing is applied to the Two of Pentacles. Use your resources wisely, your money, your time, your energy. The Green Man showing that you need to get outside more. Five of Wands, basically showing that yes, things are taking time, but remember you have the wheel here, it's going to happen. Knight of Cups in reverse, showing a little bit of disappointment that might come through at the end of the month, but it's something I believe that you can work through because you love the person that's maybe not meeting up to all of your expectations. Remember that they're probably not trying to disappoint you, they're just human. As we look at health, remembering that rest is key. Without rest, you lose objectivity. Follow your intuition this month, a message that is echoed with your destiny card. So money and destiny are both in the same thing. Follow instincts. Be very careful with whom you share your passwords or your money or whatever. You have to really make sure you trust these people in your life. Believe that you are doing things for the right reason when it comes to either healing or releasing relationships. And believe that there is a blessing to either end of that spectrum. And that is everything for this month. I hope that it brought you the clarity and the perspective that you needed. If you'd ever like more of a personalized reading, I do offer one-on-ones, and I'll put a link in the description area right below the video. If you'd like to stay in touch, there's a few ways to do so. On the channel here, you can simply subscribe. There's both the subscription button and then also a bell icon, which will send you emails when I post new videos. Another way to receive email notifications is through joining my newsletter, and you can do that on my website, nicholastarot.com, and there'll be a link in the description area below for that as well. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, I have a few ways now to do that. I'm on Patreon, and you can also donate through my website. So Patreon allows for an ongoing, and the website is a one-time if you'd like. And otherwise, you can stay just connected on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Finally, most importantly, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for the love, the support, the likes, and the subscribes, and all the comments. I really appreciate that. But more importantly, thanks for doing the work on yourself. That's why we're all here every month, so that we can make ourselves and hopefully by this sort of ripple effect, the planet a much better place. So thanks for doing that, for taking care of yourself. Remember, stay alert this month, be patient when it comes to progress, and speak up about limits. Ask if you have any questions as well. Much love, much light, and abundance. See you very soon. Bye-bye.